like to welcome you. This is the first and the official opening and unveiling of the SFFL to the mainstream media.
SFFL Showtime just wants to bring out the excitement that we know that the sport can give in this country, and also use the sport as a tool to help grow and develop youngsters from this country, whether to grow up to play here in the country or outside the continent. Let me first start by most likely mark a sport. You know, when you want to like mark a sport on a map or something, you use the letter X. So that letter X in season X just means that we have something in store that you have not seen before.
Now we've gotten to a point where we want to take the standard to another level. We want to organize it more professionally. We want to give a product that is marketable and is attractive to the audience. The reality is, we've all come together to try and foster something that hasn't been seen before.
So I've heard a lot about inclusivity and co-ed, and as a person who loves flag football, I would like to know what the league is doing to accommodate, facilitate, basically welcome female players.
We're ensuring that we preach equity and not just a situation of equality, because we all understand that equity is more important to growth than equality. So in that way as well, for instance, a female touchdown would give you more points than a male touchdown. So what you have to look for now is, if I pass to my girl, she'll get me more points. So logically speaking, I would want to always look to ensure that I have her in the game. So with that, you ensure equity over equality.
I'd just like to say that the Showtime SFFL League is a new initiative, and I call it the unifier. Unifier in the sense that we have people from all age brackets. We have our youngest player about 15 years old, and we have one of the oldest players at 47 years old, all contesting in the same league. We have both male and female, we have students, we have professionals, we have expatriates. Everybody is welcome at Showtime, and everybody comes to the same field, and we are all one when we're on the field playing together. So we invite everybody to come out and watch us play, and there's always a space for new players. We have our clinics that we hold where we train new players how to play. So everybody's welcome. We look forward to seeing you soon.
We play the 3 best teams in the league for our preseason game to test ourselves against the best, and I think it's looking pretty good. So I feel extremely sorry for all the teams in the league. I don't anticipate that we're going to lose.
There's a very big community aspect that is based on football, but it's not just football itself. You have the friendship. A lot of the friends I've made since I'm coming back to Nigeria have come from this community. So when it comes to playing the game, you have to be connected to everyone.
I would want you to expect 100 times more than that. 100 times more crowd, 100 times more fun, 100 times more fire. Because there's something at stake now, right? These guys are out here fighting for a ring and a trophy and prize money. Come on now. Come on now. It's going to be fire.
That definitely was some beautiful outing for the media reach as it is. But then this beautiful ball here, I've started loving the game of flag football. And I think at this point in time, I am a disciple of it. I've truly enjoyed how things have turned out. And SFFL Showtime, those letters are too long, okay? My daughter said, why can't you just say it? I say, SFFF. You know what? SFFL Showtime. Season X is looking really ready to go. And as it is, I do have a great panel here with me. I'm just going to start off first with, they always say ladies first, but at times, you want to keep the ladies closer. But, you're closer, so I'm just going to get into it. Alazy is here, and you are a team owner, as it is, of what, the Titans?
Titans Athletics, yes.
Athletics. When was the last time Titans won anything?
Wow.
Okay, it's fine. We're going to leave it at that.
Well, we were in the championships last season, and we're 2-time winners. The only team in SFFL history to do it back-to-back. Okay?
That has to be in the record right there. And of course, on the far left there, the big man. Look, everybody was talking about his voice and all that. I was like, this guy can take your job. I said, let him try. 30 years of doing this, let him try. Listen, gentlemen.
Hey, great.
Great boss in town now.
Okay, I'm loving that. But you know, it's a new grey boss, okay? You got to work your way up to get in the grey, yeah? But Larry comes through. Larry, lovely to have you in.
I'm honored to be here, to be honest. I'm honored to be here.
All right, what are we looking forward to Season X?
Oh, Season X. First off, let's start with this Sunday. We're about to have the All-Star game this Sunday. So, guys, trust me, you're about to have a fantastic game, a fantastic showpiece, an ode to the sport we all love. That's why we're all here. You're going to see a situation whereby we're starting with from the longest throw, where, if you think you are strong, let's see your arm talent. Let's see how you work. Then we go to 100-meter senior boys, as I call it, the 40-yard dash, 100-meter senior boys, 100-meter senior girls. Let's see how fast you can run. From there, we have a mystery event. It's a secret. I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay. We'll find out on 17th, but then again, we have the commissioner of the SFFL Showtime, Debari, a.k.a. Mr. Barry, even though the Barry voice ain't there, but then he's still Mr. Barry. Look, Debari, you're the commissioner. You basically, the day-to-day running of the league and all that goes down. Season X is all about what?
Season X. First of all, let me just say I'm so excited to be here, and SFFL Showtime has brought Season X to first of all foster camaraderie, community engagement, inclusivity, and I mean whatever it is you can think of. Flag football for us is a game that we love so much, and Season X is going to be starting September 24th. I'm going to kick off, like my brother here said, on 17th with the All-Star Weekend. And from September 24th down to December 10th, we're going to be at Middle Hall every Sunday doing what we love, which is playing flag football.
Let me tell you something. So I see it's a co-ed sports, so that means it's both men and women. I did speak to one of the owners, Jimmy, and I said, look, man, what you talk? I'm sure the guys are like amazing, more amazing than the women and stuff. And Jimmy said, nah, you need to come see the game. And I came for a preseason, and I said, I was humbled. I was like, okay, you know what, Moses? You may be the great boss, but you don't have sense in this particular instance. Because, you know, with what I saw, the ladies are even more tenacious. They are amazing to watch. I want to watch you play, Alice. You weren't available on that day.
I mean, I'm not playing, but I'm letting my girls play, right? And to be honest, like, the thing about this sport is that it's so inclusive that women get more points than the men, right? So that means you have to throw to a woman regardless. And this has made the women ferocious in this sport, to be honest. They're just as fast, they're just as quick, they're just as handsy. Like, it's crazy, man. It's the fact that they're also playing together at the same time. 3 women, I think, on the field at any given time. Out of 7 players on each team, it's heavily competitive, to be honest, and it's also heavily inclusive. I mean, I'm a female owner, as you can see, and I would say that I'm one of the top 2 teams, okay? Mavericks, hey, look, don't look at me like that, man.
Well, the banter started. The banter is started. We're all excited about the All-Stars game. Who's going to be participating in this?
For the All-Stars game, we are hosting the community's champions, previous champions, that's Outlaws, against all the All-Stars that we picked for SFFL Showtime. So they're going to be going at it immediately after all the games, the throws, and all that type of stuff. So on Sunday, I can't say. I just can't say it. I'm so excited already.
No, I can see that. I mean, I will say this for a fact. The excitement is very palpable here. I feel the energy out of you guys. And I think anybody who's not at Middle Hall in VI, come Sunday the 17th. In Lekki, I beg your pardon. Yeah. Sorry, some of us live on the mainland. You know, in Lekki, if you're not, my word, we have to say Lekki, right?
Lekki,
we forgive you.
We forgive you.
It's okay. Yeah. But 17th, Sunday, you have to be out there. I know some people need to be in church. You can be in church and come through.
Exactly.
You may miss out on all the other activities, but definitely the All-Star game is the Outlaws, defending champions, against the All-Star games, the All-Star team that has been picked so far. But then, what's the format like, Debari, if you want to run us through that, for the league itself?
Yeah, so for every Sunday, we have 10 teams, which both of them are owners on. So for that 10 teams, we play 5 games every Sunday. All the teams play themselves, and we play for like 9 weeks first for regular season. After that regular season, the top 6 teams go into a playoff format, and then the lower 4, that's number 3 to 6, play themselves the first bye week, which is like a quarterfinal, and then the 2 that come out of that go ahead to play number 1 and 2, and then we go straight into the championship, which is the Showtime Bowl, where they're fighting for the ring and the trophy. I mean, also prize money, but we're here.
Now, I'm quite excited about the ring thing. Okay, for some weird reason, it feels as though when you have that ring on, you are Lord of the Rings, as it is.
Love that one.
There's that feeling, Larry, you have knowing that you are a champion. Imagine winning 3 or 4 championships and you go, what, 3 or 4 rings are going for you.
Links.
What does that mean?
See, yeah. It's like, you know how you're a rapper? you know, rappers always, exactly, you just, and I always say something, like, I always say, yes, it's here, but, I'm married to the game. That's what it is. So it's a level of prestige.
That's the ring on our screen, right? That is a beautiful ring right there.
Beautiful ring.
Is it possible to have one without playing?
No.
No.
First, and also you have to be a champion.
No, but Larry, you were saying.
Exactly. I think without playing, you get a round of applause. That's as at max. But with that, like I said, it's a certain level of prestige that comes again in the ring. When you go out in the club, and the lights are shining, you're like, oh, can I get a drink, please? Everyone's going to say, hey, what time is it? It's showtime. That's what I'm talking about. That's the excitement that
Larry, I actually feel bad because I've won the championship 3 times without a ring, and then now there's...
Buy yourself one, man.
I definitely...
Like, just do that.
I'm the
It doesn't
commissioner.
count. It doesn't.
Oh, wow.
Well, here's the beauty of it. And you guys have basically been... You look like you've lived together for years. You feel like they're brothers and sisters. I see the camaraderie amongst the players when they score a touchdown. Man, I said touchdown, not a goal.
Good.
When they score a touchdown, how they carry themselves, the love. I was feeling all of that energy, Alazy. And I'm thinking, look, if for anything, beyond what you are building also, you're building a community, there's also a desire to make this game a bit professional, where it could literally change lives.
Yeah, it could literally change lives. I mean, right now we're starting from I would say maybe the lowest going to the highest level possible, right? As we all know, flag football is going to be represented in the Olympics in 2028, right? So it only makes sense that if Nigeria is going to pick participants, it's going to come from our league. So we are really building, it's something that people can build on, right? Like right now we're collaborating with, I believe NAFA for our referees, right? So automatically that already creates jobs. It's also something for people to do on Sundays. The younger people that are coming up, the younger, under 18s, even the 18 pluses, right? This is a way that they can get into a sport that they love, and then, who knows, they can get to higher levels like the NFL. I mean, I've had a player or 2 get into the NFL combined, right? Yeah. So this is also like a level for them to go professionally in this sport and, potentially make a lot of money and also represent our country.
It's looking like SFFL Showtime is on the threshold where if they say, okay, fine, we need to look at how we can, make it a professional sport. SFFL is like, hey, who else are you looking for? We're right here. Already the structures are there. Everything has been put in place. It's beautiful to note. And you guys are absolutely amazing. I like having you in the studio. I want to have you around more. But this is where I say, I think you've done great. You've spoken well for your league. You can leave the studio for other people to come talk about their sports also. But we're all excited for the All-Star Games, 17th of September. It will be great. So you need to be out there with all of the festivities that will be happening on that day. And then we have the game, the All-Star Game, more or less rounding off just a season opener as we look forward to one more week where we'll be having the game open up, and hopefully Outlaws will be looking to defend their titles, to say, you know what, we may not be the first, but then we're the second team to have defended our titles back to back. We want to be in the studio with you, Moses, and I say, you got it. You will be in the studio with me. Adebari, Larry, Alazy, a pleasure having you. Thanks for coming through. I don't know if you're going with your ball or you're going to leave.
Oh, definitely.
Well.
Thank you.
Time to take a final break. When we return, we still got more talks live here.